Hey everyone, Ali here. So I want to talk about things that are signs that you might be buying an amazing practice, So there's the obvious one, of course, which is the revenue, right? What does the revenue look like of the practice? Is it going up? Is it flat? Is it going down? It's really important to look at the financial data. Now, a practice that shoots up in revenue goes from whatever it is, let's say $500,000 to suddenly 2 million in 1 or 2 years. That sounds good, but there may be reasons behind it that are not necessarily super healthy. So again, you got to look at that. But a practice that's growing 5, 10, 15, 20% every year, I mean, those are pretty incredible numbers. So you want to see practices that have really strong cash flow. The second thing is the number of employees that the practice has. Do they overstaff? Do they understaff? This is a really important determination, because a team that overstaffs, typically what that shows is that the doctor is very positive about the growth of the practice, and so they're hiring more than they currently need. But also it could mean that there's not as much pressure on the rest of the team because the work is being managed by more people. Now, if they're overstaffing by a lot, then that's a negative, of course, because then they're paying a lot more than they should. But there should be slightly overstaffed, and that usually is a good sign. The third is, and this is something that historically has been the case, but I want to kind of challenge you a little bit on this, which is the longevity of employees. Now, historically, the longer employees have been with the practice, it could be good signs that the doctors like, that the practice is a great place to work, and so on and so forth. But that's not always necessarily the case, right? That's not always necessarily the case, because if employees have been with the practice for a long time, it also could mean that some things are just set in place, and it might be hard for you to change those once you buy the practice. So again, there's a little bit of give and take when it comes to that. But I think having an office that looks good, right? It's clean, maybe updated carpets, updated paint, the financials look good, employees are strong, they're happy, benefits are being provided. These are all signs of a really strong practice that you should look into more deeply. If you have any questions, let us know. We can walk through any of these due diligences in more detail with you. Thanks.